Hello, welcome back. I am Get Off McCloud. I'm your DM for our lovely adventure tonight. We are running through a second edition, brought to fifth edition version of the Conjunction module, uh, six-part module rather. This one is the Night of the Walking Dead. It's the fourth module in the set release, but we're running it first because they when TSR released the Grand Conjunction, they actually released the first two modules first and then decided, hey, the fourth module, let's make it into a campaign. So, to fix the levels and to kind of get everything going, we are revamping it all around so that it fits with character levels. Currently, we are in the swamps of the domain of Dread Saranye, the domain of the Dark Lord Anton Mizroy. But we are not fighting Anton Mizroy, at least not today. Well, maybe, but not yet. Um, our characters are in just on the east end of the swamp in a small village called Marez de Tarascon. And if you look at, we have a map right there. If we kind of blow it out a bit, we'll get a view of the entire domain. This is the entire domain of Saranye here. Um, yeah, that's it. The We have your the Anton Mizroy lives down here. There is Port de El Horb here, and Marez de Tarascon, where we are currently at down here. And then this is all lovely swamp full of alligators and giant frogs and will o wisps and all kinds of other nasty things. The party has spent one day in, well, about half a day in Marez de Tarascon, having just emerged from the swamp a couple hours ago, actually. Um, they witnessed well, they found the tavern, because I mean that's what you do in D&D. Where new town, where's the tavern? After the tavern, they kind of split a bit, and two of our party members went down and saw a funeral for a gentleman named Jeremiah Degree, who was found dead the morning before, and they were burying him in the cemetery behind the church. So the map for Marez de Tarascon is there. Nice little town, if it wasn't creepy and full of undead things. This is the tavern up here where two of our party members are staying for the evening. We have this gentleman here. This is Luke Tarascon. They found Luke in a raised hut out in the swamp. He is uh, what is called a lost one. His brain is addled, and he merely mumbles the same couplets of child's poems over and over and over again. He seems to have taken a liking to the party though, and he follows them all around. Uh, the Other members of our party, we have our barbarian who's down here sleeping underneath the trees outside, and we have our warlock who is sleeping in the church here um, during this first night in Marez de Tarascon. I'm going to bring the party aboard now, and we're going to get this adventure started. This is, I think, our fourth session playing in the Night of the Walking Dead, and it's been a great time so far. So I hope you enjoy yourselves. Let me get them online here. Hey guys,
Hello.
Hello.
how
Hello.
are we doing today?
Doing
Yeah,
great.
can't
Looking,
complain. It's Friday night, so it's better than Monday.
there you go. We're looking forward
About
to
to find out.
having a peaceful night's sleep in the rain in Marez de Tarascon. Yeah, awesome.
Absolutely.
Sure.
um, really quick, Chris, since you're new, why don't you just give us a quick introduction to your character? He's not on the map yet, but he will be shortly.
Yeah. So I'm playing Orion Silver Eyes. He is a level 2 paladin. Um. Yeah, that's basically it. He's a very tall boy.
Mhm.
Very
Uh,
tall.
Race?
Pushing the. Oh, ASMR. Sorry.
ASMR. There you go. Awesome.
I knew I was forgetting something.
Level 2 paladins are always like the indecisive shopper. They're like, should I go with the devotion or the redemption or the vengeance? How do I feel today? Because that level's coming up.
Mhm.
Hopefully, if you don't die.
Yep. If I don't die,
If
which
you
it's
don't
very
die.
possible.
So I'm going to share the map really quick to make sure that everybody has it. There you go.
Yes.
And yes, so as you can see, Zinkus and Mansour, you are in the tavern. I believe you said that you two were kind of bunking up in the main tap room downstairs, kind of sharing a watch. Is that correct? Okay, cool.
Yes.
Do you want to draw lots to see who's taking the first and second watch, or do you want to just?
I'll take the first.
Okay, perfect. So Mansour, you are currently getting a couple of Z's at the moment. It's probably been about an hour after the end of our last session, maybe two. I say 2 hours. So it's about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. We have our lovely friend Luke Terrascon here in the center of town, still trying to maintain his equidistantness to the entire party. It's been a challenge for me to do that, but we're doing it. He just really likes you guys, even though he hasn't talked yet. Except to say weird couplets and children's poems and things that make you wonder if this is this what he was saying? Is this what he was saying? Which I think I love that you guys are remembering all the little blurbs he's mentioned. For an inspiration, or actually, wait, does everybody have just one inspiration? They do. Okay. If you can tell me 3 lines of something that Luke has said, anybody, I will increase the inspiration slots to 2, and I will give everybody 1.
The Red Queen, the storm will break when the moon bleeds. A brother will betray his brother. The dead will walk and the living will envy them. If you would survive, find the man who cannot sleep. Luke, for he dreams for you all.
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
That's the story.
Alrighty, so that does it. Great job, Mac. Good notes. So let me get to the initiative, or not the initiative, not the initiative. Inspiration. Good job. You're gonna fight now.
Those crocodiles came back. I knew it.
There we go. There's 2, and
I would
everybody.
actually like to pass it to Mansour.
Alrighty. So everybody's getting 1.
Oh, okay.
So everybody can check 1, and then those of you there should be some of you that are full, and then Monster, I think you have 1. Okay, good stuff. I will state that if you make the DM laugh, then I'm more likely to give you inspirations. I like movie quotes. Lord of the Rings and Star Wars take precedent. Ghostbusters, though, is becoming a very, very good fan favorite.
Oh, there are 2 of them.
3.
Well, inspirations, that is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not Jedi.
No, not Jedi.
Never Jedi.
So then the other plan was, if I remember correctly, Telex, you are sacking out in the Church of Ezra. You have talked to Shaman. Shaman? I have his name here. Give me 1 second. Scroll. Shaman Brucian. Brucian. Like Lucian, but with a BR. Not Battle Royale for Yukon crazy people.
Yeah, and I was attempting to stay awake and watch the graveyard, but being really bored, I'd probably fallen asleep at some point because staring into the rain.
Fair enough. So you are currently crashed out on a pier in the Church of Ezra. And then Bernice, having an out-of-body experience, you decided to spend the night in the rain outside in this copse of trees at the south end of town. A good, easily 150 feet away from the church. I don't know why you chose that. It's like it wasn't you that chose it. I don't get it.
Thinking of a truck driver, I think. I'm not sure.
The Zombie King pulled her out there.
Zombie Lord! Lord!
And
Roy.
as it was pointed out, let me grab a thing here. It is also raining. The
Are these like stable trees, or is it kind of like I'm gonna fall and break something?
They are cypress, so they're sturdy. I wouldn't go jumping around in them though.
Oh, okay.
So there's that. And the rain kind of breaks through, and this kind of makes sense because, as you remember, I've been saying the sky looks like it's going to storm, and it's going to be a big storm when it hits. Zinkus, as you kind of watch outside, you see the drops of rain start to fall. This is definitely not the level of rain that you were expecting from this storm. It looks like it's just a like a little precursor to what's left before. It's basically a heavy drizzle.
Okay.
And as the night carries on, we have our lovely Tavax asleep in the church. As the lightning begins to strike, the thunder rolls in. You're comfy. It's dry. It's warm. Your patron looks out for you, man. This is a nice place. It smells good. It's clean. It's more than you could say for some of the nights you've spent around your travels.
Very much so.
The night in Merez de Tarascon is never truly silent. The swamp breathes, the wind sighs, the storm above rumbles like a dark god rolling in its sleep. But tonight, inside the Full Moon Inn, silence has its weight. The front door is barred, lanterns are dimmed, and every villager has fled to their beds or barricaded themselves behind whatever furniture they could drag. Only Monsieur and Zinkus remain awake in the tap room. Well, not so much Monsieur. It's not his turn yet. Sitting close to the dying hearth, their voices stay. You guys are kind of chit-chatting back and forth. When you see the rain, you kind of mention it to Monsieur. Monsieur, you are, I would say you are lucid, but you are resting. This is a soldier's rest. This is you're basically standing asleep kind of a deal, but you're sitting.
Oh, the rain reminds me. I wonder how Bernice is doing out there. So,
I don't understand. I don't know why she would want to sleep under a tree. I mean, we have been told like 7 times by 7 different people since we've gotten to the town, do not be outside in the village after dark. I mean, I
Yeah.
could understand it if I did it or Tavax did it or even you did it, but not Bernice. She was the smartest one of us.
all powerful. Gems.
Outside, the mist starts to thicken. About an hour goes by after that conversation. The mist starts to thicken in front of the tavern, Zinkus. And as you watch the area in front, about 5 by 10 feet, start to get really condensed with this heavy mist. You recognize it as being similar to the stuff that you kind of walked through to get into this plane.
Huh.
It seems to curl around the inn like a living thing, pressing close to the walls outside. It actually muffles the storm. The crack under the door fades from darkness to white and then a pale glow that pulses faintly like a heartbeat. The temperature drops.
At Monsieur,
Yeah. Mhm.
I'll point out the underneath the like the light pulsing underneath the door. Does that usually happen?
No. Now he's at a full wake state.
Every lan- every lantern in the tap room flickers and then steadies after a couple of seconds. And then you hear footsteps on the porch outside. Slow, steady, and heavy. Zinkus,
Don't
will you roll a
suppose it's
perception
them?
check, please?
Sure.
Both of us are just
Just Zinkus. So with a 12, you can, after every step that's kind of like plodding on the wood porch outside, you hear a slight clink of what sounds like armor. A thud, then a second. The bar on the door jumps in its brackets.
draw my hammer.
I'll get ready my sword and shield.
Pounding continues on for about 15 seconds. Just every 3 or 4 seconds, just bang, bang. You can't see anything outside but this white mist. Then the bar slowly shifts on its own, being pulled up out of its catchment around the door. Slowly, as though a pair of unseen hands lifts it free. The door creaks open just a finger's width, and the white mist pours in. In it, you can see a silhouette. It stands by itself, a tall, armored figure. The mists cling to him like cobwebs, reluctant to release their claim. But he manages to step just outside of the mist.
Oh.
And you see
Okay.
this. You see Orion standing inside of the tap room. Orion, you step out of the mist, and at last you checked, you were sleeping in the inn in Sharn after having just proven your innocence from the murder in Skyway. You've successfully tracked Yek the Grin with your party, and you were able to take care of business. This was a couple nights went by. You went to sleep, and you had a dream you were walking through fog, and now here you are. You see a half elf. No, you see an elf standing in front of you with a sword and a shield, and a dwarf in armor holding a. I think it's you have a warhammer, don't you?
Yep. Does he have a shield?
No, Orion has a giant, very large greatsword on his back.
Is there any? Can I see any type of symbols on his armor?
I would say he's wearing a very polished set of silver chainmail, and he has just a plain black tabard over it.
Is the light coming from him or from the fog outside?
From the mist.
Orion would kind of look at these two. I don't know where I am, or how I got here. I blame that damn magic user. It has to be his fault.
He was playing with Celestros. For those of you who know.
Mansoor looks at him and laughs a little bit and said, "You went into the mist, didn't you?"
Not intentionally. I was in a tavern that is nowhere close to looking anything like this.
Well,
And then I
well,
just
you
woke
might as
up.
well pull a seat, boy. We'll get you something to drink.
He just Orion just kind of nods and goes to sit down. He's like, I don't know what's going on.
You find yourself just very robotically moving to a seat and just sitting very heavily. Just, what the hell is going on?
Well, the
On
good
sort
news
of
is
break.
you're in another tavern, nowhere near where the hell you were.
That about sums it up.
Bad news is you're in Zombie Central.
Zombies.
Yeah, you know, undead, animated
Yes.
corpses.
I'm aware
Not
of
the
what
good,
zombies
not the
are.
good, not the good kind that like sing like Thunderkiss 65. We're talking about the dead ones.
Right.
Okay.
Orion just like he just kind of puts his hand in his face like, well, like I must be here for reasons for some damn thing. Unless
No
I don't
worries,
know.
lad. Nothing a little bit of honey mead will take care of. And I put a tankard in front of him.
he just drinks it all in one go. He just boom slams it back.
Oh, roll a
wish it was
Constitution
good.
saving throw.
Good show.
Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh yeah.
Mead is technically anywhere between 14 to 20% alcohol. That's gonna.
Oh, that's
yeah,
perfect. That is perfect.
yeah. It's nice to see that you brought your rolls to this table too.
It's universal. Fantasy Grounds loves me.
It does. You feel yourself getting a little wobbly after you drink the mead, and as you sit down, the room slightly begins to move a bit awkwardly, and you're going to have disadvantage on any dexterity-based checks or saves that you have to do for the remainder of the evening.
Sounds good.
Once
Welcome
he's
to the
seated
group.
back, once he's seated back down, Zinkus is going to reseal the door.
Okay. And it does. There's nothing stopping it or anything. In fact, it slides right back into the catchment fairly easily. It's actually
The way
kind
it
of cool.
sounded
They have
when
this. They have this pulley system that you can manipulate that kind of carries the weight of the beam itself, and all you do is just manipulate it into the spot it has to sit in for the lock.
The way it sounded when he was walking on the porch kind of reminded me of when Igor was walking across and says, Dr. Frankenstein? That's what I imagined. And I was like,
Walk
oh,
this
no, it wasn't the
way."
same guy I was expecting.
There, wolf. There, castle. Why are you talking like that? I thought you wanted to. Take an inspiration, Monsieur.
Muchos.
No matter what you hear from inside this door.
So, you guys are going to get him kind of appraised at the situation of what you guys have been dealing with here, and at the end of it, they relay to you, Orion, that they emerged just 2 days ago in 3 days ago now in the eastern end of the swamps, and they guided a raft through here. They met a witch woman in the swamp who kind of informed them some odds and ends of the area, which I'm not going to detail you here. They can tell you on the break. And managed to find the way to this town via a couple of frogs and some crocodiles and such. Fighting them, killing them, taking some of that for meat. And they met Luke in a raised hut just on the about, I'd say, maybe about 2 or 3 miles outside of town on an island in the swamp. And he is what you would call a lost one. He doesn't speak. He sometimes mutters couplets of children's poetry or portentous sayings, but he doesn't ever have conversation. And then after they left, he just started following them around. He is currently in the center of town getting wet.
Cool.
As you start talking, Bernice, you are Are you in the trees? Or are you under the trees? Are you sleeping in on top, like a couple feet up, or are you underneath the boughs?
I thought it was in the tree, so I'm gonna say that's why I was asking. Like I was up in the tree.
Okay, you're in the trees. Um, as you sleep, unbeknownst to you, this smell hits you, this vile stench. And as you breathe it in, I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw. This scent is worse than anything you've ever smelled in your life. It's gonna, with a 23. Okay, so there's no ill effects for you, but you do wake up, and it smells worse than anything you've ever smelled. This is like rotted food, decaying flesh, old blood, and the smell of the crypt. As it wends its way into your nostrils and down into your lungs, you can't help but gag.
So I gotta quit drinking. That's nasty. I'm gonna climb down and really not make too much noise because I'm wet. It stinks, and I want to get out of this tree.
Not being in combat, you're able to take your time and climb down the 12 feet fairly carefully.
Do I know where all the boys went, or I'm just like,
You remember that Zinkus and Mansour decided to stay in the tavern, and you were there when Tavax asked to stay in the Church of Ezra.
I think I'm going to actually just make my way to the church where Tavax is.
Alrighty. So we're going to leave you there, and you start to find your way to the path, and then actually I need you to roll me a survival check just so you can kind of find your bearings in the dark. You only having 30 to 60 feet of dark vision, you really can't see much from your current area, but you know the hills in front of the giant cemetery in front of you. Okay, so it's going to take you about 30 minutes to find your way to the church.
Okay.
But you'll get there in 30 minutes. In the meantime, same thing with you, Tavax. You are asleep in the Church of Ezra, and this stench kind of starts to wend its way into the latent smell of incense and burnt offerings that seem to always be emanating from the altar. The burnt offering is a residual smell, but the incense is constantly burning. Being in the church itself with the other smells, I will give you a +2 to your Constitution saving throw, as this stench also permeates your nostrils, and the description still holds, even though it's kind of mixed in with this frankincense-ish smell.
All right.
Constitution saving throw, if you please. All right, with the 22, you guys are rolling good today. I'm gonna get to the paladin here in a minute, then I'll get my fun. You sit up and your breath catches, and you don't gag, but you do have to fight to hold down the latent bile, and your stomach is empty. I don't think you didn't actually take time to eat at the tavern before, so that helped. You have nothing to upchuck, but you are nauseous. But no other ill effects. This will pass in just a moment. What do you do?
I'm gonna get up and see if there's any open window or door that might have been left unsecured. And then I'm maybe muttering to myself, this is like when Peter used to go and eat that stupid pickled sardine that they got from the trader. Ugh.
Sardines are bad enough. Why are you pickling them? As you pass by the windows, you first off go by the front door. You see that there's a good gap at the bottom of the door, about an inch. This church is clean and very well constructed, but the door is it's not all the way firmly on the ground. This is to allow for water to leave the church if it ever were to flood. That might be where the smell came from. But also, as you pass by the windows, they all seem to be locked and closed. Roll me a perception check, please, because you have dark vision, correct?
I do not actually, as Verdun.
Wow, Verdan don't have dark vision. All right, so I need you to roll
Nope.
a perception check then, please, with disadvantage.
Hell yeah.
That's a nat one, and you miss anything as you pass by the windows. Everything looks to be just this pane of black in front of you. Yeah, that's where I'm gonna have to leave you there. I'm gonna roll a thing for Luke. Ooh, oh Luke. Poor Luke.
Luke's dead now.
And then finally getting to the tavern, the latent smells of the ale that's been spilled on the bar, that's been wiped away hastily before the deep cleaning in the morning before the next service. It's going to, and the smell of the cooking fires is also going to permeate the walls here. So I will give the three of you a +2 as well. But I need Constitution saving throws as you all start to smell this vile, horrible stench. This, like I said, it's like a mortuary that's been left out in the sun. There we go.
Rolling hot. Oh,
That's a
God.
6 for the paladin.
Plus 3,
That is
right?
it.
So that'll be
plus,
10.
Dude.
+2, yeah. Plus,
Yeah,
yeah. So
okay.
that's a 10. Okay, and then Mansoor, Constitution saving throw, please.
Constitutions.
An 11. Okay, so all three of you fail. And
I
you
think the latrines are backing up.
I told you, my bad rolls are contagious. You're welcome.
This
Okay,
paladin stinks.
so you are all going to take a level of exhaustion,
Oh,
but which is not too bad because you really haven't finished a long rest yet. So when you do, it'll go
Yeah.
away.
there you go.
As long as you get a long rest.
Actually, exhaustion.
Your stomach begins to cramp. You fight to maintain the meal that you had this evening within your stomach. Orion, the meat is on the floor. I'm just gonna go there. That's a 6.
Yes.
There's nothing I can do with that.
Yep. That's cool. Where the heck is the exhaustion on here?
I already put it on you.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Cool.
cool.
It's in the combat track if you look under your effects.
And then turn the combat tracker on.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
After a few minutes, this vile odor begins to dissipate. As the overwhelming wave of nausea fades from the three of you, it's at this time, Bernice, you make it to the church. And I will move your token onto the other map. And you are just outside of the apse of the opening of the church. As you look to the east, you can see the graveyard. Roll me a perception check, please. The rain is soaked through your clothes. You are uncomfortable, but not unhappy. And you notice that there's a what's the word? A sarcophagus that the lid is pushed aside, and there are broken links of chain on the floor all around.
Interesting.
You can see a figure through one of the windows, through this window right there, moving around inside. It's a small figure, large ears.
I peek in just a little bit more. I don't know if he can hear me, so I'm gonna go be like, shh.
And you are still outside of the church, right? So if I share the map again.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry, I'm still outside. Okay.
So he
I'm
definitely can
going
hear
to. Oh, he can't. Oh no. Okay, so I'm just outside looking like an idiot. Cool.
you. We're playing D&D. That happens.
She's had a rough night. Okay. After she realizes, yeah, she's like, oh wait. I'm gonna go to the front, the door, and I'm gonna check to see if it's locked.
The door is not locked. They never lock the church. The door
Never
does
locked
not.
this church.
No.
Okay.
That's
Okay, I'm gonna step up and be like, hello.
Tavax. You can hear that.
Get out of here, zombie! This church!
Tavax? I promise I didn't turn into a zombie. Are you okay?
I can't see you.
Okay, it's Bernice. I'm gonna come closer.
Don't be a zombie. I have a knife.
I'm not a
Get your
zombie.
head out of that damn bag already.
Look, it's just me. Not a zombie, I swear.
I'm gonna peek my head around the pew, and I have like the smallest little like butter knife. Don't get it. Oh, hi.
Hey, sweetheart, it's just me. Where's
I thought
where's
you were a
everybody
zombie.
else? No, no,
I don't
fell asleep
know.
in a tree.
It was safe here, so I wanted to stay.
Yeah, probably better choice. I don't know. I was in a tree, and I just something smelled like rotten, worse than rotten eggs. And
Yeah. I
there's
thought
a
it was like
casket
pickled
open.
sardines.
There's a casket open outside. It had chains on the
Oh
floor.
no! They got him, and I'm gonna like go run over to the window and just like smash my face against the window, look, knowing full well I can't see anything out there.
Well, now you can. So as you look at the window, you see this looking back at you.
Get inside! Get inside! Shut the door!
Oh,
And just so you know, you're at this window here.
okay.
And you can go and move your token
Can't.
punches.
I can't. She's not on here for me.
Zoom out. She's by the back door with the stairs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the rectangle part of the cobblestone,
Yeah.
there's a door
Yeah.
to the north of it.
Oh, there she is. Okay. Yeah, now she's moving. Okay. I think I probably would have made it to about there.
It's a big church. Doesn't look that big.
It's only about 60 feet.
Bigger on the inside.
Yeah, it's TARDIS church.
Big.
TARDIS church. I'm gonna go over to Tavax because he sounds scared and.
I'm holding the butter knife up, like shaking, just staring at this thing.
I will spread you.
So, Bernice, as you look outside, you in fact see more creatures. You see all of these creatures shambling in the trees just outside of the cemetery. Their rotten limbs are in various states of decay. They don't all look to be the same age of death. One of them, the one in front, he looks particularly large and fresh. His musculature hasn't been damaged by the deterioration. They all seem to be converging and walking in your direction very slowly. You can just barely hear through the window as a couple of them get a little closer.
I grab Tavax and I pull him back just near me. Just kind of, I'm like, okay, sweetie, it's okay. There's more than one. We're not gonna panic.
gonna use my limited telepathy while I'm staring at him, and just go, "Friend, please, friend, friend."
Brave.
You you don't get any words. What you get is a sensation back of maniacal anger and hunger.
We need to go now. They want to eat, and I'm tiny. They're gonna eat me.
Yeah. Oh, you are tiny. Yeah. Let's not have you for a side starter salad. Let's go this way, sweetheart.
You see the ghast.
He is
he
green.
puts his hands up on the window pane and he and he draws back a fist, ready to punch at the window.
And I'm gonna jump back. Like, nope, gotta go. Let's go. To the inn. We gotta go. We need help.
I pick him up. Okay, I'm
Alright.
just looking. Can we try to flee combat momentarily to get help?
Sure.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
They might find friends.
They might find. Yeah, it's.
The zombies are walking around. Friend?
Friend? Friend? Friend?
So we're gonna leave you guys there as Tavax, as you are picked up by Bernice, and she begins to back her way out of the church. As you get to right about the center aisle here, the two of you, you hear the window break, and you can hear much louder. And then more sounds of glass as you make your way out of the church towards the tavern. So we have 5 combatants.
5 so far.
Mm-hmm. Now, back at the inn. I need a perception check from Zinkus, please. You could hear none of this because it's several hundred of feet away from you, so you don't know this is going on. But you have your own problems, maybe.
Sure, it'll be fine.
It's totally going to be fine.
We're fine.
Not roll that way.
We're good. We're good.
You see
That was a strange roll. Why did it do that?
disadvantage because you have exhaustion.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That smell. That
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 poop
smell.
makes you tired.
Can you smell that
you smell that
smell?
Or smelt it, dealt it.
So, looking outside, you see several more creatures shambling in the courtyard in front of the tavern. You see that there are easily 2 that you can definitely see, and then the moon seems to be fighting with the rain clouds to shine through, creating some really awkward shadows. There might be 3 more. There might not be 3 more. You can't tell.
I'm going to look at Orion. Did you bring any friends?
I don't think so.
Do any of your friends shamble?
No.
I think we have
Um,
zombies coming.
They do shimmy and shake, though.
Shimmy, shimmy, shake.
Look out there.
Yeah. Probably good idea. Looks.
Roll me perception check, please,
Hey.
if you're looking.
I was gonna say I'm gonna use my divine sense
Oh,
too.
even better.
Yeah.
Hey, look, one of those rare
Oh,
instances
okay.
where divine sense actually matters.
Yeah.
So, using your divine sense, you do in fact. So let's look at what divine sense actually does. The presence of strong evil registers in your senses like a noxious odor. Ooh, more smells, yay! And powerful good rings like
yay.
heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet of you that is not behind total cover. You know the type, if it's celestial, fiend, or undead, of any being whose presence you sense, but not its identity. Within the same radius, you can also detect the presence of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated, as with the Hollow spell. Okay, so how that's going to play out for you in this instance. You detect 5 creatures of the undead type within 60 feet of you. You also detect a faint radiant glow, this ring of good hits your ears, and it happens every time you use Divine Sense because you're an Azamar, so it's your latent radiant lineage. You're like, oh, nope, just me. It's just me, guys. Just me.
Yeah, it's just me.
And
I would
then
really,
you can't. There's nothing around you that's been desecrated or hollowed.
Okay, cool. There's 5 undead coming.
Are you sure, boy?
Absolutely. There's undead outside.
It's that fool little green man. Well, let's keep moving.
Little
I'll
green
start
man?
moving in that direction.
What little green man?
he's new. Forgot. Yes.
He's
You'll
Stavax.
see.
He's friendly.
Right.
Don't mind the bag.
Make sure to point him out so I don't actually hit him or something.
Yeah, he'll be with a giant barbarian. You can't miss him.
Okay, that makes sense.
So, as you prepare for the onslaught, you have, unbeknownst to you, you have Tavax and Bernice headed your way as well, with a whole other group of zombies in full chase. But zombies don't move very fast, so they'll get there eventually.
And Luke.
Well, I was just going to get there. So, as Bernice and Tavax, as you make your way up Center Street, basically, you see a platinum blonde head in the distance, and you see a very drenched Luke still holding onto his book, looking like he doesn't even notice the rain.
Why is he standing out here?
He likes to be near everybody, so we gotta go. If we get closer, he'll come.
Okay. Well, we should probably make sure he's okay. These guys they're still behind us, but don't want to leave this guy out here. So I'm gonna keep going towards Luke. Hey Vex, are you still good being carried, or are you okay running?
Don't put me down, please.
Okay.
Little Lance.
I keep him. He's mine. I keep him. Okay. So we keep heading towards Luke.
As you get closer, you see that Luke doesn't really even notice your presence. He's just standing there looking into the middle distance. He's muttering something to himself. You can't quite hear what he's saying. But his book and his lantern, he has a hooded lantern in his other hand, are both firmly grasped in his hands. As you get closer, he doesn't make to move.
He doesn't know? Okay. I think I'm gonna just grab him by the shoulder and see if I can pull him with me.
He doesn't resist.
No? Okay. No. I'm gonna kind of just looking here. There's nowhere really safe to put him. Okay. Well, we're gonna take him to the inn at least.
Alrighty. So while we have our cleric, our fighter, and our new paladin hold up in the inn, and we have our barbarian, and our deadweight and Tavax making their way towards the end. We'll see how this plays out here in just a minute.
All
That
right.
we're gonna stop there, and we'll be back for the next part of this episode shortly.
Cuckoo.
Thank you.
Not a problem. All right, so we have a fight brewing. Undead are coming. The smell of the vile stench has been released and has permeated the town, which could possibly have something to do with the undead that show up. But we'll see how they do in this fight next time. Thanks so much for watching. I am Get Off McCloud, your DM. This was our weekly one shot of Misty Hearts, a Grand Conjunction 5e conversion. We'll see you next time. Have a good night.